I looked at my account that one of the videos I had posted had just hit 50,000 views. Now, at the time, that was my biggest video that
Yeah.
I'd ever had. I was obviously bouncing off walls and it just kept on going. And then a couple of days later, it was at 100K. A couple of days later, it was at 150. And then my channel got monetized because of that video. So
Mm.
now I was starting to make money from this. Obviously, it was, a couple of bucks a day. It was nothing crazy. But that was the realization, that moment, that understanding that, you know what? I can actually do this. I just got to take the information that's happening from this video, extrapolate that into something that makes sense, that I could duplicate and replicate
Mhm.
across different videos and different channels, and then essentially just keep on building. So on this particular channel at the time that blew up, it was about gaming content. So it was
Mhm.
just like doing gaming reviews, doing gaming synopsis or breakdowns of certain games, secrets, Easter eggs, all the little bits and pieces. It was about the Witcher game, and it was like secrets and Easter eggs and whatever. And the video started taking off, and I was like, okay, obviously the Witcher itself is starting to, be adapted into movies and further books and further games and TV shows and all these bits and pieces that are happening. What if I was to take other games that are doing the same adaptation and create similar versions
Mm.
of this Witcher one that would be in a different,
Yeah.
game or category, but still within the category of gaming, in terms of it's still a game being adapted into a movie, or maybe a movie that's adapted into a game. And that's where it sort of led me down that rabbit hole of, I can have, a subset category of movies into games and games into movies,
Mhm.
and just switch out the titles and essentially keep the same context of what the Witcher one was, which was Easter eggs, and secrets, whatever. And that really allowed me to understand that I could just switch out those names and obviously make sure that certain analytics were hit. And then I could start getting not necessarily similar, but better than normal views and attention, because then it clicked for me that I could piggyback essentially off the
Mm.
title of whatever this game was or this movie was. And then if there's promotion coming up, so for example, if there was a new game coming out, and let's just say, for example, there's a game called The Last of Us, and
Mhm.
there's a new TV show coming out called The Last of Us from HBO. Now that movie and that game are getting more attention as HBO push more trailers, more details, more news. And I could essentially ride that wave
Yeah.
and try to get the attention, build an audience, and then move that into the next one. So that's sort of where it clicked for me. And I realized, the power of trend hopping, if you will, or,
Yeah.
viral topic hopping. If you build the video right, it'll just ride that wave, and you'll be able to capitalize on the views and ultimately revenue as well.